So it's time again here for Time Poker. Just lost quite a few buy-ins today. Reached my stop loss, as it were. I think I've had 4 of these buy-ins tonight. I've come close to cashing. So the reason I'm doing this video is because to prove to myself that my thought processes are still functioning. I'm not tilting about some of the bad beats that I've had, or I've not focused on any hand previously that I've played wrong. Just going to see if I can objectively play these 2 sitting goes, play my best and hopefully get a result. The 180's been going for about 10-15 minutes, I think. Yeah, and I've just started this 45 man one. I'm thinking I'm going to grind these because the field is quite soft and it's a fairly decent return for first, second, even third. Obviously with them you need to get more volume in for it to be worth my while. Got some weird spots tonight, and I've ran the hands through ICM calculators and stuff, and I seem to be making the right plays. Whether or not I know I'm doing it on purpose or not, it's a different issue. But go on, yeah. Play fairly ABC early on in these 45 mans and then get more active as the blinds increase. Obviously fairly short in this 180. I've not played too many hands. I think the very first hand was quite odd. Let's see if he's got it on here. Yeah, I'm not sure what I did with this first hand, whether or not it was correct or not, but in hindsight I think he's maybe missed a draw, or there's a lot of his range there that I'm beating. Go for it again. So this is the very first hand. It's obviously standard raise with ace queen and another gun. And he tank called, which I picked up on straight away. It wasn't just he started a standard call, he thought for about 10 seconds and called. So obviously I'm going to see better this here because protect my hand and thin out some of the crumbums and shoe clerks, as Norman Chad says. And don't see bet too small, too big, sorry, for pot control. Make it 85, and again he tank calls, get 2 faults. So at this point I think I'm good. So I've got to bet the turn again, bet 165 into 460 or so. Just check here. 165 into 427, because I picked up a flush draw as well, and like I said, I think I'm still good. Tank calls again. There is a 3, which is a break. So I check to him. Feeling, said to myself before I checked, he's probably going to bet about 350 if he's got a king, and that was a bad thought process, because obviously when he bets 350 I was fold straight away. I think that's a call. He didn't really bet with any conviction. He bet fairly quickly there. So, not too sure if either a king or nothing, or some like weird 2 pair maybe. But again, if I call 350 here and lose, I'm down to what, 750? Lost half a stack first hand, so I could see that with a weird 2 pair. Raise it up here. Get rid of some of the limpers. So yeah, I folded that bet. I would have liked to know what he had there, but maybe should have played more aggressive on the turn. So I've thinned the field here with my raise. I've got someone who's leading out min bet 40. I think if I get a fold here, I'm going to raise and then check it down. Because we'll see if he calls straight away, he's committed to the hand, so I won't put any more chips in. So make it 150 to go. He snapped me off. Probably going to bet 40 again. And I picked up a straight draw, I might call. Depending on how much he bets, yeah. Min bet on the flop and then pot. Very, very weird line. See it a lot of the stakes, but there's not a lot you can do about it. I could even have him beat here, but it's I don't even have to pay him off, so probably would put him in there with most queens. Don't think he's doing that with a 9. We're doing this one. That's still a fold. There's too many people to get through. Just A7. Ace 9 maybe. Definitely Ace 10, but I think Ace 9 as well. I'll probably go with that. But limping under the gun is usually quite ominous. They want to see a hand. They want to see a flop with it. So in my head, it's not going to be by much. Plus the big blinds short as well. A7 doesn't flop very well, so I'm going to play with it all in. I want to make sure I'm against one player. I think if I shove, he's probably calling. He's probably going to fast play this flop. No, maybe not. The signals are off a bit, maybe. I was going to say I'd like to have seen a shove then from the small blind, but I can't do it. Again, I obviously can't shove with that. I feel like I've been running pretty poorly recently. I'm losing most coin flips, and then when I have got it in dominating situations, I've been getting rather brutally sucked out on. And then I'll be getting complete opposite end of the spectrum, where I'll like all in with ace king against ace king and I'll 4-flush them and things like that. So it's quite weird at the moment. It's not consistent. It's like not consistently bad or consistently worse. It's sort of, I don't know, it's quite strange to describe it. It's a fold there, not much thought behind it, no, doesn't need to be, just a fold. Blind's going up to 200 in a minute, so we'll have 4 big blinds. See the blind's going round, so I'd rather be shoving something like a Jack 9 suited from here than a low ace because more likely to get dominated by calls from later on. Of course, ace rags don't really flop very well. Horrible hand. Nope, not gonna cut it. Especially with that, what's that? 4.2x raise or something. Oh, I'm playing that hand, I'm raising it there, I'm not flattening it from the cut off. 8-3, again, not good enough to shove, so we might have to do a big blind special, or that's where obviously you go all in for the big blind, unless there's obviously some crazy action. Play it hand by hand, I think. Sick flop. We'll have 9-3. Lol. Right, so the plan's gone up and it's on us, and we've got Queen Jack suited, and this absolutely qualifies as an all-in hand here, regardless of action before us. We just don't have the chips behind to be folding this here. So when I go all in now, if I lose, I lose, but I can't fold here. There's a good chance I'll be live. Either what my cards will be live or the spades will be live. So yeah, there's a excellent spot really. I was hoping for something a lot worse. I was expecting a lot worse. Likely against one over a pocket pair, or I don't know. It's a call either way. And we've flopped nothing. Definitely raise this up to 1. Obviously if we've got an ace we're screwed. It looks like he has. Ace queen, yeah. 1.8%. No. Not unlucky. 103rd. No, we couldn't fold there. Even if you'd shown me what hands they both had, still call. Nope. Right, let's focus on this 45 man. Like I said, I will play a few more today, but the ones I've not recorded, I think I played a couple of satellites into $11 tournaments. One of them lasted one hand because I late regged, which is, I need to stop doing that because that's not ideal. It's $1 wasted. The other one I played for about half an hour and it was an absolute shove, donk, bingo fest, whatever you want to call it, where I'd call all in with ace king against king 8 and they'd flop a house on me and all things like that, so it's very swingy. King queen in a big blind. I'm going to raise it to 140. Best chance winning this part is getting rid of the herd. Limping 50 then folding, it's not ideal. Limp raises are quite fairly common here, but I'd rather take it down pre-flop like that, so I can just easily check it and miss and lose it whatever equity I had in the hand. So it's best just to raise and take it down, especially given we're fairly short as well. Eighteenth out of 34. Very strange shove. Like to think he's got nothing there. Like King Queen, Jack Queen, no. It's not a good shove that, he's not getting called by better, he's not getting called by worse. I think if he gets full to balance, I'm going to open here for 165. It's not a terrible hand. There's 200 out there. Most people don't really steal in these, from what I've seen so far, so it seems like a good idea. Easy 200. Fold there, won't get carried away with that. Final tabled a couple of these recently, but I'll come 7th and 5th respectively, because got to the final table very short in chips, so it's an easy fold. They're pretty good, these tournaments, because obviously once you do go deep you can manipulate the field quite a lot, and it was just unfortunate last time when I tried to do this, but good record of doing it in the past, so if I do get there in this video it'll be interesting to see what lines I take and such. Got 20 big lines at the moment, going to about 14, 15 in the moment. Thesis. I think I'm just going to open shove. a few reasons behind that, but like that, for example, I'm gonna get called by worse. Saves messing about pre-flop, especially with these shorter stack sizes. Ace King of Hearts. And obviously he turns a sweat, but we're good. Obviously there if I raise pre-flop and then he just calls or he raises back his gun anyway, but I do like to open shove my aces and kings sometimes like that when the blinds are the right level, because people will just call you with like ace 5 or something. Because they think you're getting out of line, or king queen or something, which is obviously great for our hand. So now 7th out of 27. And 7 get paid. 30 bigs, got 7, yeah. So as we move tables, I don't know how these people have been playing. Let's see if I can look on the previous hands. Didn't tell me much. So his tank raised to 300. A very short stack. So usually indicative of a good hand. So I'm not going to put him in, but I'm getting 4-1 with 7s. And it's probably not optimal, but checking to him and then he's shoving most of the time because he's got pot behind, so it's quite an exploitable play that I've just done there, but yeah, he's a bit off pot with 333 behind. It's got me crushed. Should have either found a fold there, I think, or put him in, but like I said, he's definitely playing better than 7s there. Queen 3. It's not worth a limp. He's checking a lot, yeah, but it's missing too often for it to be beneficial. Checking I have 6. Raise it again, just 240. It's got to work more than 50% of the time. This obviously happy to fall to a shove, but majority of the time like that I'm going to pick up the chips, so picked up the softer made from the 7s there and a bit more probably. A bit of loss from the 7s even. Well, on the old drop it, wow. It's got to be annoying. Jack 2, it's a fold. The micro million starts again soon, so I'm going to try and satellite into some of those tournaments, the $11 ones. Absolutely massive fields, but very little chance of cashing, so for that exact reason, so I won't be obviously directly buying into any of them. It's a direct violation of my bankroll management rules, and it's just not fun to do so and then pretty much not cash. Queen ten of hearts. Very pretty hand, but we're too early to do anything with that. If we make it 320, there's what, pretty much every hand there can shove. We'd have to fold. We've got table chip lead, we want to really preserve that as long as we can do. It's not as fun going into like the last 18, the last 15 when you're short in chips because you've no room to maneuver. It's better to go into that with the chips behind you so you can dictate the action and not be dictated to. King 9. Nope. Same reason as Queen 10 really, but even more emphasised. So a lot of these are playing push fold now, because of how short they are. Interesting hand here. He's obviously playing push fold, got Queen 3. Especially now that we've thought about it, I think if we limp he's shoving. It'll be interesting to see how he reacts if we limp call. It's only 80 chips. He's snap shoved. Oh, we'll just sweat him for a bit then. Some players will check then. We can try not flop him, but like I said, got a little bit to go. Queen 3 is just that bad. So I don't want to give him too many chips. I'm happy to give an extra 80. Nearing the last two tables now, as you can see, so, oh, way to get it in good. Last two tables now, nearly. once it gets down to the last two tables, I'll do what I usually do and get there with the screen up as well, so you can both try and get some reads and see how the play's going over there, and you can obviously predict when it's going to be final table as well. So we're not calling here. Happily fold. Mine's now 1, 2, 13 big blinds. Queen 2. I think I'm going to fold and it gets round to me. No, I'm going to shove because I did some ICM training today. And it said to shove most hands from the small blind. So there we go, change your mind, I'm getting 500 chips. The thought process behind that, I'm really going to be crushed if he calls. He's not going to want to call light there. And yeah, in hindsight it's obviously more of a shove than a fold, because if he calls and I'm dominated, or he flops chords, whatever, I'll just fetch into another one. It's not an issue. Oh, dear me. Right, so we're down to the last two tables now, so I'll get their other table up as well so we can watch what they're doing. Oh, my table. Minimise this slightly, so I can fit the one on. When we get a walk, even lovelier. Right, so we're just going to put in the big blind in here if it comes down to us. 15 big blinds. Any big stacks in this table? You have a couple of fours, an 8, another 4. Absolute shock. If he calls on a beat, then so be it. No other play there. We've chipped 1,000 and what, 3 hands, just better than that. Not all underneath the table. A big 10,000 chip stack there. It's a fold. Right, that's an absolutely woeful flop for 9s. That situation. Past the stage where we can get fancy with suited connects. Unless we're on the bottom, obviously we can try and steal that. The main focus of this juncture now, where last two tables, is to try and leave yourself with a decent chance of going far on the final table. So obviously try not to get out of line at all, and do the best you can. That's another easy fold. This fold too easy, it's not as clear as what to do when you get stuff like ace 10 or ace 9 or something at this stage. Which is why you have to do the math. With Jack 3, the math is simple, fold. Seems to be a lot more action going on that table than this table. What's happened recently is been going to these last couple of tables where everyone's there's been a few big stacks and quite a few short stacks happen in the middle. So obviously the plan is to wait out the short stacks and ladder up to the final table, but what's been happening increasingly is just a shorty's getting it in bad and sucking out, or just getting it in good and winning, not essentially just the winning. All the stacks like plateauing out, which doesn't go well if you're trying to play tight like I am and try and ladder up. It doesn't work if everyone else is increasing chips and you're not. It's the opposite. I'm not going to call here with King 10. There's no call there, it's either a fold or a shove. I think he's got us, yeah, absolutely dominated. Again, another fold here, still got 10 big blinds, which is I'm fairly comfortable with this sort of stack at this in this situation. It's hard to say if I got well, not 5 deuce, but I'm going to discuss what hands I'd shove from the button there with. It's not going to happen now. We're down to 14. There's only really 2 short stacks on there now. It's a good raise that. How much has he just lost there by potting it and not just c-betting? Fairly speculative hand here, but it's 3 people to get through. If there's 2, I'd do it, I think. It's just the small mid blind, but still got a bit of play left, so I don't want to get too out of line just yet. It's well, I probably would have picked the pot up like, but in hindsight, it's a bit of a gut to the stomach, a gut punch when you get it in there. You just get snapped by like King 10 or something. You know you had more to do, or more to offer the tournament than you had a chance to give. Let's fold. fold. Oh, big blind with 9-6 offsuit. Expecting the blind to be stolen here. Also, there's nothing we can do. Yeah. Take it. King 6. I've got pretty much exactly the same stack. But I am still going to shove small to big if it folds. But not anymore. So we've lost one round of blinds there, which is 600 off our stack. Oh wow. Down to 12. So Obi Van's picking up hands. We're down to 11 now. So obviously 2 more, we reach the final table. A very short stack of the big blind there. 9-6 suited. Again, too many to go through, and he shoved. And big blind will snap us off with like kings or something, because he's very well. Oh, 2 all-ins here. Could be the final table. His queen against 10s. Oh, 10s win. I like it when the best hand holds up. Oh wow, 2 all-ins over there. Yeah, I can fold now. Right, the table's closed. So yeah, final table. Would be better if we had more chips, like, but see what happens. So there's 9 left and 7 get paid. Second shortest in chips. I think another 600 or 900 is going to be when it comes to us. That's going to hurt us a lot if we don't get something going. Once again, a final table with about 2 grand, it's not enough to fold. I mean, cash is what? 20 cents, as well as you're buying back. So, especially given our position now, we're going to want to try and gamble and get one of the top 3 spots. Let's gambling with caution. I'm not shoving with that. You can see someone putting the big blind in here. Put that out behind the There's got a quarter of his chips in there. What's he gonna do? Fold. I like this Obi Van, he's picking up it's in there, so it's how he's called. Yeah, they're chopping this. Did I have 10-7? King Jack. I think for 5 big blinds we're going to lose 600 here to the 13. It's going to be 900, we've got to go for it here surely. Yeah, there's one stack shorter than us, but we've got to get it in. We're most likely to have live cards here. obviously a good chance we'll be dominated, but we can't fold there because the blinds have just gone up as well to 3-6. So we'd be absolutely crippled. We've got to try and not fold our way out of contention. Oh, what a great spot. So not only was he dominated, but we actually got it in good and it held. It's a rare treat. Gave them today's exploits. Right, 6s. So now on the bottom on the bubble with 6s. A shove from the button, wow. Wasn't expecting that. I would be tempted to call here, but the blinds have just missed us, and there's a lot of stacks similar to me after this. So I'm going to hopefully try and wait for a better spot because it's most likely going to have 2 overs there at best. So don't want to get back up to 3,500 and just flip the yam ahead, but I can do better than that, I think. If it folds to me here, I will shove with this fine. There's 1,300 out there. And he's folded. So now we can chip up. See where we chip up. Get 5-4. We'll get tricky with that. All in from You Will See Me. It's a very weird profile picture. And a dowel. Gets it through. And I see that's a fold. Nope. Got quite a malleable stack now. It's not much, not 7 big blinds, what is it, 8, 7.5, but given the dynamic of these sitting goes and stuff, that's pocket 8s. Early position. I'm going to go all in, just 1,300 out there. And again, I'm not too bothered about bubbling. I'd rather try and get a stack built so I can come in the top 3. Ace definitely fills that criteria, and ace is fabulous. Yeah, well, don't know about folding 8s there, but it's a bad spot in the end, wasn't it? Don't think I can't shove there. What am I going to do? Fold? Outright fold? No. Can't min raise then fold, so I think that was just destined to go in. Well, looks like we're going to bubble. Very entertaining. Got to love bubbling the tournament. King 3, obviously going with it here. Too much, 2/3 of my chips in the pot. So I'm likely to get it in bad here with a raise from someone. And go out to get 8th. So if I get live cards. King Queen. Spoke too soon. Yep, that'll do it. 8th. Right, thanks for watching. I probably still wouldn't fold the 8s again now if you give me another chance. So yeah, once again the thought process was right. played it right and didn't get the right result, so that's poker. All you can do is control what you can control. Thanks for watching.